Yo, what's going on everybody? So today I want to have a conversation with you guys about the connection between the Uzumaki clan and the Otsutsuki clan, and I'm gonna say right now, there are clues and hints and there's tidbits of information that are making me really believe that there's a strong connection between the two. Though I will say, for the anime only viewers, as tempting as this might be, I'm going to recommend that you guys not watch this video unless you are absolutely certain, number one, you don't care about spoilers, number two, you have some interest in checking out the Boruto manga, because after this video, I guarantee you, after this video, you're going to want to read the Boruto manga because it's absolutely on fire. And I'll go a step further. The Boruto manga for the last 2 years has been nothing but straight heat. There's been a few hiccups that people have said, oh, the pacing's so slow, and then the next chapter, it's been absolutely bananas. So I will say this, if you are curious about what's going on in the Manga Plus is an app run by Shonen Jump where for $1.99 you get access to every single chapter of any manga that has been released by Weekly Shonen Jump, which means you get every Boruto chapter, you get every single chapter of Naruto, all 710 if you count Naruto Gaiden. You get all of those chapters for $1.99 a month. Now, just to be clear, I'm not getting paid to say this. It's just that I believe in telling people to support the official release. So with that being said, if you're okay with spoilers, then let's go ahead and jump into the topic. So this is the thing. Boruto chapter 35, when Mitsuki was talking about the fact that Orochimaru had been investigating the Byakugou seal and that there's more information to it, and Boruto says, well, I think we need to go talk to Tsunade because there's probably a story behind it. This is the thing. If you go all the way back, to when Naruto forums really started to pop up, people have always wondered, where the hell did Tsunade even learn how to use that jutsu? Some people thought, okay, maybe Hashirama taught her the basics of how Hashirama heals himself. Tsunade couldn't do it, and therefore she created the 100 healings, the Byakugou seal. Then some people have said, okay, well, chapter, I believe 501 came out, and we found out that Kushina Uzumaki became the Jinchuriki for the Nine Tails, and that Mito was the descendant of the Uzumaki clan, and she got married to Hashirama, and it brought the clans together. Well, here's the thing. We know that the Uzumaki have all these seals all across the planet. We know that. We know that the Uzumaki were so feared by all these other countries that they were absolutely wiped out. They were wiped out because people feared them. Hashirama Senju saw the Uzumaki and said, yeah, I don't want none of that smoke right there. I don't want none of that. So hold on. Yeah, she looked kind of thick right there. That Mito girl, yeah, come over here, baby. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me show you what this wood dragon can do. Let's be real. Hashirama didn't want none of what the Uzumaki had. He thought, okay, I need to make these guys allies. That lets you know they had some really overpowered seals. And when you start looking at the fact that they're going to Tsunade to learn about the Byakugou seal, I think that it's going to be revealed that this is something that she learned from Mito. And the reason why I say that is, if I'm not mistaken, because Mito Uzumaki rarely popped up in the manga. If I'm not mistaken, Mito had a similar seal on her forehead, which means that Tsunade didn't even create this jutsu. It was probably something that Mito created, and Mito probably passed that information down to Tsunade. It's something I could definitely see happening. And if this is something that the Uzumaki created, it opens up the door to segue to the Uzumaki clan having a connection to the Otsutsuki clan, because we know that the Otsutsuki have been on Earth for a very long time, and you can take that and say, okay, if you go by the manga, you know that Kage came to Earth and that Hashirama was teaching people how to use chakra. He was teaching ninshu, and then people turned into ninjutsu. Well, here's the other thing on that. Because of what's going on there, we know that at some point, somebody from the Uzumaki had to have interacted with Hashirama or had direct interactions with Kaguya. Now, when you take into the fact that the Naruto Shippuden anime has a filler arc that has some information that is contributed by Masashi Kishimoto, when you take that into account, Kaguya, for a lengthy period of time, long enough for her sons to grow up and become grown men, Kaguya was on Earth. So it remains very likely that somewhere, someplace, someone from the Uzumaki clan was developing seals simply to counter Kaguya, because we know that Kaguya was wiping out resistance around the planet due to the fact of the information that was given in that filler arc. Now, if you disregard the filler arc, then the other segue could be just from learning the different things with Hagoromo, and you could just see the Uzumaki clan developing those seals because that was a specialty for them. And what's so crazy about this is, once again, you have something that we thought was absolutely nothing, meaningless, the Byakugou seal, the pattern, all of a sudden having a connection with the Otsutsuki, where you get that mark when you kill a member of the Otsutsuki clan. This is absolutely insane because that's a seal in itself, and that mark could be used as a way to create another vessel, because Jigen refers to Boruto and Kawaki as being vessels. And if this is indeed the case, one of the things I want to see for a very long time is an Uzumaki clan arc where Boruto starts learning more about the Uzumaki, where Boruto starts learning the sealing jutsu of the Uzumaki, where all of a sudden now we find out what kind of seals Uzumaki had that made them so feared. And the only thing I can think of is that they had some type of seals that are directly related to what the Otsutsuki clan could do. Because when you look at that, that would explain why they were so overpowered. That would explain why they were so feared, because the Otsutsuki are nothing to play with. They are absolutely nothing to play with. And to have that connection being established, and to have the Boruto franchise give us more information about the Uzumaki, that could lead to a very glorious ending. But I want to know from you guys, what do you think about the possibility of the Uzumaki clan and the Otsutsuki clan having a connection? And do you think that the Uzumaki clan sealing could be used as a way for Boruto and maybe even Kawaki to take down Jigen, and then maybe even for Naruto to take down the Otsutsuki, who are likely coming to Earth, likely backed by those Jubi that were created on the different planets that they've harvested and created a senju tree? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.